welcome to Trauma and Team.
We're here to spill the tea on all things related to mental health, mental wellness, and trauma.
I'm Molly.
And I'm Matt.
Basically, then, I say about the podcast. What is it all about? Why we decided to do it?
Yeah. So
the reason, what's it about? So the pod will be about traumatic events people have experienced, what we've experienced, and discussing all things trauma related.
Yeah, we're basically because mental health is obviously such a big issue right now, and we want to raise awareness about these issues. We're going to be going into a lot of different sensitive topics, and I think just listening to someone who's gone through those experiences can help. And we just want to encourage open discussions on around mental health and trauma. From these conversations, we'll hopefully get insights into coping mechanisms and healing processes from people who've gone through these things themselves, personal stories and professionals.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a good mix.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a good mix.
Yeah.
And, I suppose let's get to the point of why then for me personally.
Who
are we? Why are we
drove us to this?
So Matt and I had the discussion over a year ago now to just possibly do a pod. It's been a long time in the waiting because neither of us actually were ready mentally. We're both going through a lot, and we want to share that in the hope that we'll have sharing in return, and create a little community where we can just, like you said, openly discuss our trauma, how we've dealt with it. Mainly is to discuss it, box it, deal with it in this space. Then people who might want to write in and maybe join us.
Exactly. Listen, therapy is expensive, and it
was great,
and you can't get it, so availably on the NHS. This is what this is sort of turning into. Really, it's we get in therapists on. We'll get therapists, we'll get professionals, but also normal people who've gone through significant trauma. And whether you're a guest coming on, it's said that's therapy in itself, but also for the listeners, anyone who's gone through something like that. And also as a community, even if you're not coming in as a guest, you can write in. We can share your stories. If you've got anything that you can share that you've learned on healing and coping strategies, that's what this is about. Like Molly said, it's creating a community.
Yeah. So what was your reasons for doing the pod in the end?
Well, I've gone through a lot of different traumas, childhood trauma, growing up gay, being bullied. And then as an adult, I've experienced more deeper trauma. And we'll get into all of that in different episodes. But I just feel like I've been driven towards this, and this is kind of my path. So Moll, what drove you to do trauma and tea? What made you do this?
When we first discussed doing the pod, really wanted to do the pod for the same reason, but I didn't realize I was going through a lot, myself. And although we could have done it many times, I felt like personally I wasn't in the right place. I'm in a better place. We could always be better, but I feel I'm in a good place, and I want to be able to discuss it now I see things differently, because at the time I was going through it, I didn't feel like I was in the right place to discuss things.
Yeah.
So I feel like now I'm in a better place, and I think I can give better advice and maybe receive better advice. That's the most important for me. I just wasn't in the place to listen to anybody. Nobody could tell me. And I don't feel like I'm there now. And I think that's really important. So we wasn't all ready to do this pod when we wanted to. And I think we've done it at the right time.
Yeah.
Both of us. It's been a very mad year.
Yeah. And I suppose it's, like you said, we want to learn from professionals, from
learn other people's stories.
other people who've gone through things and what they might have learned through the university life. But also it's a bit of an outlet.
Yeah, it is a bit of an outlet. It's a massive outlet, actually, because doing this together as we would normally is one thing, but being able to do it and share it is, especially some of the topics are going to be triggering for some people and maybe taboo for some people. They're topics that are not going anywhere. And I feel like we should discuss them.
Yeah.
Because we discuss them on our own anyway. So
Yeah.
they're sharing and making normal.
Yeah. We want to build a community here. So we want
Professionals.
And personal and normal people.
Yeah,
so
because they want to share their story.
But if you don't feel like you might be confident enough to come on, you can always write in, whether that be with your name or anonymously. So we've got an email address.
An email address, spill@traumaandtea.com.
So we'll put that in the description. And also we'd be grateful if you could follow us on our social media platforms. We'll also put those in the description and at the end. But we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Threads, YouTube, all of the major social media platforms we're on.
We will be.
Or will be. But we will put the links in the descriptions. We would be really grateful for the likes, follows, subscribe, because
we share and support them, or maybe we might reach somebody else.
And not just that, we'll be able to get. We've already got some interesting speakers lined up who have, we're very grateful that they've volunteered to give up their time and come in. Both people who've gone through things and professionals. But the more, if you hit that follow button, we'll be able to get more higher caliber people in as well.
Yeah.
So that is quite important for us to grow, which is what we want.
Yeah, we don't want to grow. We reach as many people as we can. Everybody's been through some sort of trauma.
Yeah, and if you know anyone who might benefit from listening to this podcast, share it with them.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that's the point of this. If one episode can help one person who's gone through something similar, or if they need someone to talk to, they can email in at
spill@traumaandtea.com.
So I guess.
Thank you for listening and coming in and seeing us. We hope to see you again soon.
So thank you for joining us on Trauma and Tea. Remember, we're here to spill the tea on all things related to mental health and wellness.
Until next time, take care. Bye. Okay, that's our introduction. Let me let you know.